This is Alex Kreider with Ace Sewer and Drain. We're at 970-485-1741. We're in a service line for 333 Big Elk in Dillon Valley. We've pushed out not quite 100 feet to its junction with the city main. Clay line, we're at the end of the line looking at the main. We're asked to do this by Jason of Atlas Builders. There's been some concern about infiltration coming from this service into the main, which I'm not seeing any evidence of at this time. There were some roots in this line which I've removed, and there's a little bit of cracking evident in the line, but not something that's cause of concern to me in terms of the functionality of the line. And I'm not seeing any infiltration, any groundwater infiltration at this time. So this is looking at the city main, and you can see just a little bit of water flowing in the bottom of that pipe. We're going to pull back here and show this service. Clay line. It's cleaned up pretty nicely because I've just jetted it out. That was a junction between sections of pipe. We'll see lots more of those. There's another. So you can see, I mean, there's no water running in this line. There's no infiltration happening at the moment. That's a little chunk of root left over that I've cut loose. It's just in there. It'll wash out on its own later. Another junction. And another. So, little bit of root intrusion trying to start to happen right there at that joint. Nothing terrible. Right in here, you see some cracking along the bottom of the pipe. Again, we don't have any water coming in, and this wasn't where the roots were coming from. I'm not terribly worried about this cracking. Another joint. Another joint. Again, a little tiny bit of roots trying to happen there. So this was our problem area. There you see some roots along the right side of that joint. That's what's left after we've cut them out. We'll see a little more at the next junction. Here's some cracking. And this is right where our problem area was. This is a little worse than what we saw a minute ago 10 feet further out. But again, it's not concerning me. I don't think the pipe's in any imminent danger of collapsing there. And again, that's where our roots were. But I'm not seeing any infiltration, and we've removed the roots. Again, this isn't terribly concerning to me. It'll need attention from time to time, but it's, you know, not something I'd say needs to be dug up and repaired right away. Another junction, and from here we've got pretty solid line all the way back to the house. This is just a little leftover buildup on the inside of the pipe from water and debris being held back by those roots up ahead of here. I'm going to move fairly quickly through this. There's not a lot to see. There, we've left the clay piping, and we're in a short section of cast iron going under the footer. And we're out of that iron and into some PVC, or excuse me, ABS pipe. This run of ABS is visible in the crawl space. And so this is the clean out from which we've entered the system in the crawl space. This is the stack coming down from the bathrooms, and the line goes out over here and goes out under the building. So again, Alex Kreider, Ace Sewer and Drain. We're at 333 Big Elk in Dillon Valley, and we can be reached at 970-485-1741.